Alright guys, TouchGrabBear back again today. I hope you're enjoying your day so far, and today we're going to discuss the Los Angeles Thieves. Right now, the big question around this team as well, twofold. First of all, what's going on? Are they going to join the CDL? When is this going to be confirmed? And second of all, what is their starting roster going to be? Slasher, Kenny, and TJ, certainly a core three on that squad. Is Draza going to be their fourth player, or is it going to be someone else? We talked a few days ago that Kenny was certainly keen to team with Temp for the last few years, but that hasn't happened for a number of reasons over the last several years. Maybe this time around, it won't happen because the CEO of 100 Thieves is Nadeshot, and Nadeshot and Temp have certainly had their beef stemming back several years at this point. One of the other possibilities for 100 Thieves could be Enable. He talked to quite some length recently on the Stare Touch podcast about the 100 Thieves organization, how good they were to work with, some talking about some things about coaching as well, but also the fact that he was very keen to join Slasher and Kenny over at TJHaLy at the start of Modern Warfare. Didn't happen due to the whole Seattle Surge stuff as that went down. Very intrigued to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new as always. I would greatly appreciate it. Really helps out the channel. Thank you for doing that. First of all, this from Spart. Myself, ProLoot, and DavPaddy are looking for a sub player for the Cold War season, so keep your eyes on these guys through the Challenger side. Also to mention, this I thought was pretty cool. On this day, 2nd of November, Evil Geniuses won ESWC 2014, the final tournament win during their dynasty, and also Crowder and Priester joined FaZe Clan in 2017, heading into World War II. Another veteran, of course, of the FaZe Clan team during Advanced Warfare, for example, and Black Ops 3, was none other than Enable. Enable, a legendary player in Call of Duty history and Halo history as well. He's been playing LAN events since he was like 13 years old. It's pretty crazy stuff. But as you can see right here, Anaheim champions back in Black Ops 4. They also won the London events just before this, and the squad, as you can see at the time, was Nature was actually on stage here, but not competing on the team, of course. Priester, Enable, Slasher, Octane, and Kenny was the team at the time. So Kenny and Enable joined from the Team Caliber team at the end of the World War II days that came second at the World Championship, won the Stage 2 playoffs. They initially joined with Pharaoh on the team. That didn't work out. There was some kind of conflict with Slasher there. Then going into Modern Warfare, of course, everything went crazy. This team did end up coming in the runner-up spot at the World Championship, but things kind of fell apart. Priester went back because he was kind of on loan to 100 Thieves. He went straight back to FaZe Clan. Slasher and Kenny certainly wanted to team with each other, and then it kind of left Enable and Octane in an interesting spot. Slasher and Octane didn't really want to team because, well, Slasher wanted to get back to the main assault rifle position, and he was pretty happy to do that alongside TJ, Slasher, and Kenny, as he described not too long ago, believing that Dashy would actually play a bit of a flex role on that team. Now, Enable was a very useful player for this 100 Thieves squad, did the dirty work. He was like the vision Sorg on the team, which is a pretty difficult role to play, quite frankly. But this past season on Seattle Surge with Octane, things didn't exactly go to plan. But certainly, you look at this team composition right now, TJ and, well, TJ obviously going to be one of your SMGs, Slasher certainly going to be your main assault rifle. Kenny can run either. In World War II, he was obviously great with the SMG, the best player in the game. But in the more recent titles, the likes of Black Ops 4, for example, he was certainly at his best with the Maddox, and also in Modern Warfare with the, with the M4 in hand, he also seemed to be at his best. And I think back in Advanced Warfare, he tended to run an assault rifle as well. So certainly Kenny could be your flex player, and then maybe you need another SMG, and there might be an issue with getting Temp in the team. Can Temp, like, effectively run a full-time SMG, or is Kenny going to have to run the full-time SMG? It's a bit of an interesting one. If you get Enable, though, in the team, you're pretty confident he can run that full-time SMG on the squad. Maybe the slaying power isn't out of control on this team, but certainly when you look at the squad in terms of what they've done together with each other, with these type of players in the past, what Enable has achieved, of course, with Slasher and Kenny, then you might think this team has a definite possibility of working. But Enable's considering his options right now. It's not clear he's going to be competing by any means. I'll show a few minutes of, well, this podcast I'll leave linked down below. A lot of great stories and moments in this one. But yeah, a few key things I wanted to pull out on 100 Thieves as an organization and what Enable's future may look like.
100 T, yes. So
it's a pretty interesting name, right?
Hey, I love the name. I mean, I love,
you do?
Come on,
you like the colors?
Love it. I'm a big black
colors.
Guy. Okay. Big black and red guy. You know, Sam reached out to me, like Austin and Ken had told me he won the team. I hadn't really talked to Austin, and I know they really want a team with TJ. I think Tej and Dashy.
Yeah.
So like, I wanted to obviously be the fifth on that team, but wasn't really any moves being made. Sam reached out. I thought our team was going to be really good. Because it was supposed to be me, Sam, Arcides, Envoy, and Jerry. Shit.
Are you good?
But then they backed out, and like there was an opportunity for us to also be on Dallas with Kyler, Shotzi, Illy. I still want to compete 1,000%.
Yeah.
Like there is no passion issue, dedication issue. Like I know I can still compete. I know I can still win. But if the cards just aren't in my favor, I would be okay with being done, just not playing anymore.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would not playing, I guess, for the foreseeable future, but you know how it is. If I retired for a year, I probably wouldn't play again.
Yeah, it's near impossible to come back after you officially stop playing for a little bit, because then there's just new players coming up. People kind of lose that trust in you and that belief in your skills and your ability.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this too. I am finding out a lot more info, so I think I'm gonna have a decision like really soon.
Yeah,
which is good because it's obviously stressful just not knowing.
yeah.
The one thing I will say though, just because I see people in your chat saying it and people were tweeting at me, I 1,000% will tell you I am not coaching 100 Thieves. 0% chance. Not a coach.
Damn.
I just don't think that's for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, who the fuck? What you tell me? I gotta watch TJ fucking, or
What'd you
whoever.
say? You don't even fly coach. There's no way you're coaching TJ.
What? I'm not. No player not rotate. Like, be
Yeah.
like, yo, the fuck is you doing, huh? Oh yeah, I think so. Look, I think it's huge for COD, right? If it's true, obviously, I know always this shit gets leaked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nothing doesn't get leaked in esports, so it probably is true. Like, honestly, it probably is. I don't know. I truly,
we don't know. We just saw the Deserto article, and yeah.
But like, if I had to guess, man, I don't think I've ever seen something like this get leaked and it not end up being true.
Yeah.
But I think it's huge because 100T, not only are they one of the best companies I've ever worked for, from top to bottom, all their staff, they're one of the biggest right now. They're popping.
Yeah.
Like they literally are killing the game. It's huge for Call of Duty to get more eyes on it. I love what they represent. And on the other side of things, like, I know that Nade loves this because, I mean, Matt, Dill, like, obviously, like, he loves Call of Duty. You know what I mean? I remember when he, picked me up in Black Ops 4, like, he was so happy because he was so upset with how the Black Ops 3 100T team did. And like,
So one of the other questions around this team, of course, was tempo a while ago, as Crone at CDL Intel says, way back in on the 13th of September here. Not sure, but Tem was off the heady hinting OGLA the other night. I'm not sure that's the case anymore. Maybe they were in discussions, but of course, when OGLA kind of, everything kicked off surrounding OGLA and the fact that, they couldn't actually form a team because everything was going on behind the scenes with the Hector Rodriguez acquisition, now selling it potentially to Nature and 100 Thieves. Definitely had some great success and has a good relationship existing with Nadeshot, and that may be something that's considered, right? Because, Nadeshot, I imagine, as the CEO of the organization, is also going to have some say as to what this team actually looks like and be almost a general manager to some degree in that sense. And bringing Murdoch back, of course, who was the general manager of OGLA under Nadeshot, and that organization also makes a lot of sense in terms of what they could potentially be purchasing, and has been on the same team as Enable in the past, as we just looked at with this 100 Thieves squad that had so much success in Black Ops 4. Does this team make sense? Very possibly it does. And as we can see here, let me just zoom in on Enable's results throughout his career. As you can see in World War II here, this pretty tragic EG team early on, but the latter half of the title, teaming with Kenny on, came second at the World Championships, won the Stage 2 playoffs, then into Black Ops 4, straight onto 100 Thieves. Don't have the greatest start with Pharaoh, but once they switch him out, things, definitely come right for this team, and they get to a point where they're winning London and Anaheim, and having a good result of the 2019 World Championship, where they made that incredible losers bracket run that there's going to be a 3 minutes in COD history episode on tomorrow. Now, he also said in that clip that he is absolutely ruling out being a coach for 100 Thieves, already coaching in general. He pretty much said, like, there's no way I'm coaching at all, don't really think it fits my personality or what I actually want to do with the team, but he didn't necessarily say that he wouldn't be keen to actually team on 100 Thieves or to actually be a player on this squad, because at the end of the day, even if he's talking about TJHaLy and that, like, he doesn't rotate, doesn't understand what he's doing, if Nature comes up to Enable and says, like, do you want to team with Slasher, Kenny and TJ, he's probably going to say yes, right, and going to take that opportunity if it is on the table. He also mentioned that, things are coming coming up shortly, that he's, well, trying to get everything solidified, and maybe that's because 100 Thieves are finally getting everything sorted out with the transition into Los Angeles Thieves, and then they can actually start signing players and considering their options in that sense. But maybe they wait a little bit longer to see what happens, because, you know, I don't think Enable has too many offers on the table as it stands right now, but next year into a 16-team environment, that may very well be the case. So interesting to see exactly what Enable does. If he does take a year out, will he, like, stay retired forever, or is there a possibility he comes back if the league does expand? But at that point, you're kind of hoping the league does expand indeed. So yeah, TJ, Kenny, Slasher, and Draza as it stands right now. Intrigued to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you were Najot, who would you pick up as the fourth? Would you just give Draza a shot, right? Given the majority of the season may well be online, do you just start Draza because he was pretty damn good at the end of Modern Warfare? But yeah, maybe these guys are thinking, do they want a team with more of a veteran, a guy who's done it before? Enable certainly, well, fits the bill in that sense. But TJ and Enable as your SMG duo maybe isn't quite up there with some of the other ones we have as possibilities in the league right now. Intrigued to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Of course, just to finish off with this, I thought was pretty cool. Slasher is always in the running at CoD Champs. Only once has he finished outside the top 6. The only outlier here, of course, being Rise Nation in World War II, when they actually came into the tournament pretty much as pre-event favourites. So pretty remarkable, and even this 6th place in the most recent World Championships was pretty impressive, quite frankly, given that they started from the losers bracket. Which of Slasher's performances was his most prolific? And as you can see here at the 2019 World Championships, teaming alongside Enable. Could that be a future possibility? We will have to stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm know you enjoyed this content. Other people like you may enjoy this content as well and help grow the competitive Call of Duty community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, and I will see you next time.